Okay, my name's Steve Newby.
And how long have you been involved in the martial arts?
I've been involved in martial arts for around 40 years, been very interested in martial arts at about the age of 13, joined the British Kung Fu Association upon leaving the Navy when I was 21.
So you never trained any other martial arts?
Yeah, I trained a lot of martial arts, all sorts of martial arts, started from karate when I was about 13 onwards, and that was the beginning of my interest.
But predominantly you studied Kung Fu your whole life?
Since the age of 20, 21, I've done everything to do with Lau Gar. Although I have we have people come to the classes from various styles and invite you to come down to their classes and see this and see that and so on. So yes, I've been down to other martial arts and so on. Also, I've moved around the country as well. And as I've moved around the country, I've met people who've, enjoyed other martial arts, and I've gone to those classes too.
Am I to understand the reputation of Lau Gar was pretty much cemented in the tournament fighters of the 70s and 80s?
Yes, they obviously promoted it and sort of made it well known to other martial arts with its effects and benefits in competition. But those effects and benefits are, enshrined really in the basis of the traditional aspects. You can see many traditional aspects within the concepts of the fighting style, and all they do is they apply it in a much looser and, shall we say, faster, dynamic sense.
So what you're saying is essentially the kickboxing is an offshoot of the traditional martial art Kung Fu, which...
Any kickboxing is a derivative of kicking and punching martial arts. It doesn't matter what you call it. In the end, it's down to the strength of its original martial art, or the originators of that martial art, depending on their attitudes and whether or not they maintain their levels of basics. And often those levels of basics are lost. And when they're lost, the style's lost.
What would you say Lau Gar, as a traditional martial arts style, has to offer above other traditional arts, such as maybe, Wing Chun, Kung Fu, karate, jiu-jitsu? What is it about Lau Gar that makes it a credible traditional martial art?
For me, it's just honesty. It's knowing the technique can be applied and learning the technique and how it can be applied, as opposed to just learning the technique. Drilling's important. It is important, drilling, but training obviously. But you can train for years and years and have no knowledge of why you're training it, and frankly, often the things that you end up doing have absolutely no value. And you see that in a lot of Kung Fu styles, and the made-up styles, and the styles, how many styles have people designed and says, we've changed the way the martial arts works, and it isn't going to happen. Obviously, as we do it in Kung Fu, everybody thinks that Kung Fu looks exaggerated, yeah, and then when you do it quickly,